Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Jean Collins, and I am actually recording my mindset for creatives. See, I usually don't record these, and I got permission from the beautiful audience. So, thank you guys so much because usually these are very interactive. So, this is like the short presentation version that's recorded. And I look forward to seeing you on that live so we can have a conversation and I can really help you and just educate you on mindset, paradigms, essential oils, and all of the beautiful things. So, how I got started is I used to get sick all of the time. And actually, kind of didn't really have the best attitude either. Um, Definitely working on that and growing that, right? But literally, what I discovered after I started feeling better and the more just I got into ingredients and health, because actually my mom took care of us really well. Like, was really into eating healthy, eating organic before organic was a thing, Chinese medicine, a lot of alternative stuff, which is not really alternative, which is funny that we use that term. But either way, holistic. It's very holistic. She was really into holistic, yet we still had some issues, and especially me. Like I said, I used to get sick all of the time, sinus infection, flu, pneumonia, repeat. What was the difference? Quality and farms. Young Living has beautiful farms. We have over 14 farms internationally. I forgot that book. That's okay. Go to seedtosteal.com below. Also, my link is below to search any of the products that I mentioned in all this. So, yeah, literally used to get sick all of the time. Grateful, actually, a lot of skin issues as well, which also goes back to gut health because our skin is actually a part of our elimination system. So our gut, our digestive system, really our whole body works together. And it's also really interesting that our mindset, what we're thinking, and especially what we're emotionalizing with, can manifest in the body. So we really have to be aware of what it is that we are feeling with each thought and understanding how the brain works, right? So I do a lot with Basics by Melissa Popping, as well as Bob Proctor's work. So a lot of this you're going to see is from Bob Proctor, Proctor Gallagher Institute, and all of that. So, and it's incorporating what I know about essential oils and toxic free living, because that's the other thing. I ditched the toxins in my environment. I no longer use things with sodium lauryl sulfate, DEA, TEA, or MEA. Those are all different variations of a similar ingredient. Talc, bismuth, nanoparticles. I don't use anything with any of that because it's all toxic, right? Or it's like, oh, the FDA has approved it. Also, they grandfathered in 65,000 toxins in 1976 with the Toxic Substance Control Act. Now, me, and like, there's no science. So if you're a scientist and you're like, well, where's the data that like, but if you just look at the amount of diseases that increased within the next 10, 15, 20 years, now 30, 40, you can see that there is a compounding effect, right? Because toxins bioaccumulate no matter the amounts. Now, the FDA says if it's a small amount, but we've all seen a leaky sink. They say it's okay with a small amount, right? We've all seen that leaky sink or a roof. Hopefully not a roof. Hopefully it was just a sink, because there was a roof that really sucks. Hopefully you got that repaired quickly. But seriously though, like really understanding that it all adds up, right? And not many of you, some of you do, but not many of you really understand about cleansing, right? You'll change the oil on your car, but you might be in your 30s, 40s, or 50s and 60s. And now you might have heard more about cleansing, but you might have not either. And been like, cleansing? Why do I need to cleanse? And it comes out, right? No, you need to cleanse. Your liver does a lot of things. Your colon with eating extra sugar stuff, canned food, just food that isn't good for us, or doesn't really have. So canned food's all right. I mean, that's a whole thing, but it doesn't really have that much energy. Really, live food is better. Fresh food is better, right? Organic is better. So, and sometimes when you're at a restaurant, You can't be like, oh, is everything organic? Great. You just have to, whatever they buy, that's it. So those things can get stuck in your colon as well. It's all connected. And ditching those toxins is going to be really important for your mindset because they all have side effects, right? They disrupt the endocrine system, which is our hormonal system, right? Endocrine hormones. However, it's also an aspect of our immune system. And like I said before, everything is connected, okay? Everything affects everything. You really have to understand that. So let's get into some mindset. And then we're going to talk about some essential oils. Really, we're going to use this image called the stick man or the genie, right? You have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and that's your body. You can also think of it, this is from Proctor Gallagher. You can also think of it, one of Bob's is like, this is you today. You think, hopefully you think, right? You think, and this is subconscious, which is also the emotional mind. So this is the conscious mind. This is the subconscious, which is also the emotional mind. Now, as an infant, you had news, social media, well, depending on your infancy, possibly, but news, radio, other people creating your paradigm. And a paradigm is group habits. It's a multitude of habits that like you literally just saw, heard, or were told, right, to do it this way. However, a lot of that can keep you down, keep your creativity down. We don't want that. We want our creativity high, especially if you're an artist or an entrepreneur. An artist is usually also an entrepreneur, right? You're creating things. It's this cycle that you really need to think about. Also, all of the entrepreneurs and artists, you need to have essential oils, a space for your essential oils. Create a space for your diffuser and your essential oils in your studio, on your desk. You can see I have mine, right? Make room for that. I also do need to clean it up either way. So it's really important to understand how the mind works. And you can literally think about this every day. You can use this image every single day, right? The paradigm is also where your self-image is. And if you are feeling frustrated, annoyed, not worthy, angry, right? All of those are on the side of fear, which is what it is, right? But it's cool because in your conscious mind, right? Well, one, your thoughts do become the idea, but this is your thinking mind. This is also where your higher faculties are, like your will, perception, reason, imagination. So if you're an artist, many of you are on here, you need your imagination, you need your creativity, memory, right? Those are all your higher faculties in your conscious mind, your thinking mind. And those ideas also cause you to have an emotion. This is your emotional mind. This is where your paradigm's at. You have to really think about that and understand that every single day. Because the thoughts go, and this is your thinking mind, right? So you have your thoughts, they go into your feelings. But however, let's say someone said you're not worthy enough. You can reject that thought. I would also walk away from that situation, right? And say thank you, or just smile and walk away. You might like turn and just start crying because and that's fine. Crying, especially in that moment, you are worthy, right? Everyone is worthy of success. Everyone is worthy of winning and having amazing health. That's why I teach what I teach, so that you know that you are worthy, okay? And these essential oils can help you with that. We're going to dive into the emotions as well. But also your body, whatever you're thinking, like this works in a one, it's one, your thought, two, your emotions, three, your emotions are going to direct your body, which is going to put you into action, and then you're going to create the results. You can work this backwards. If you don't like your results, if you're stuck, many of you are watching this and on here live because you are stuck. The cool thing is you can get unstuck, and you can use breathing, essential oils, your imagination, really asking questions to get unstuck, okay? You just take it backwards, right? Especially up here, because you can have a thought, and it could even be your thought, right? Well, I'm not worthy enough. Where was that created? In the paradigm, which was, again, go back to this image, right? You as an infant, you couldn't think, you couldn't reject, right? Your subconscious mind was wide open. And I will tell you, there's a lot of people that are leaving their subconscious mind wide open right now because they're not conscious about what they talk about what they don't want. That's not good. Be aware of your current results, but that's where most people are stuck. They look at their current results and they're emotionalizing with their current results. You do have to be aware of that, right? The cool thing is when you tap in to your conscious, to your imagination center, that's going to help raise your vibration because everything is frequency. Oh, I didn't grab, okay. We've all seen lines on a paper, right? Wherever your current results are, they're down here. Your dream is up here. So you have to get your dream. That is at a higher frequency. It just is. That's fine. How do you move up? You use your thoughts and essential oils. Because the reason why is because essential oils are going to help you have quicker results. Where you're like, what? Oh, there's science behind that. There is so much science, and it's more and more is coming out every day. See, our sense of smell is one of our 5 senses, and it activates the brain, activates your memory, your mood, your heart rate, your blood pressure. So therefore, this is aromatherapy, right? So you can literally you can see aromatherapy is also a diffuser. Right now, there's a lot of smoke, so I constantly have my diffuser going. Remember I said I used to get always sick, sinus issues? I also had a diagnosis of asthma. Not supposed to live at this altitude. I snowboard at 10,000 feet. I live at 7. Yeah, I rejected that thought. And I also make sure I take care of my immune system and my sinuses and my lungs. That's the importance. A lot of smoke, diffusing. I'll make sure to remember that. But so aromatherapy. Smell the orange out of the bottle. You can literally also start like at your belly button and work your way up and slowly add it, right? Because sometimes there's like orange is such a beautiful kind of a little lighter aroma. Some of these other aromas are a lot stronger. So you kind of like shock yourself when you're like right there. So that's another thing. Another technique is just kind of little circles slowly, right? And there we go. That's orange. And orange is really uplifting. So amazing. Okay, so you guys get the point, right? Essential oils are really going to help with your mood. They are the lifeblood of the plant. See, the fragrance of an essential oil can directly affect everything from your emotional state to your lifespan. The limbic system, which is in the brain, is directly connected to those parts of the brain that control heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, memory, stress levels, and hormone balance. You guys, your hormones are so important too. Just saying. I know I'm getting a little, so we're going to refocus. Essential oils are profound plant concentrates. These concentrates are natural aromatic liquids containing the natural smell and characteristics of the plant itself. It's really the compound of the plant. And why Young Living? Again, we have our seed to seal. Honestly, any other essential oil that I smell, instant headache. It's like any of the toxins going down I avoid the toxic aisle at the grocery store. I literally had some friends I was just hanging out with them and went shopping. They happened to be in that aisle and I wasn't paying attention. I was like, I am going to keep walking this way. I didn't care what they thought of me. I literally was like, no. Put on some peppermint right away so that my body was good. Okay. So lemon. So the cool thing that I just discovered with prepping for this one, because I've done a few others, is lemon is really amazing for your mood, and the fact that if you're frustrated, you're kinking the hose. So lemon's really good to remove that frustration. A few things I thought about when I saw that is the kinking of the hose, right? We want to flow. Anytime you're on a fear-based emotion, you are not letting creativity flow. Okay. Spirit is talking through you. That first initial one, that first initial idea that you get, whatever, if it's an idea to create a painting or whatever, that is spirit talking to you. Act on that. Anything else that comes in is your paradigm. Your paradigm blocks that creativity. It's literally it can be, right? This bolt, right? It's going to affect your ability to earn money, your perception, your use of time, awareness, logic, effectiveness, and productivity, right? It's like the goal is to break down that wall so that you are able to tap into that. Anytime you see the paradigm, you reject that thought. So if you're feeling frustrated, like, oh, this painting isn't working out, oh, this drawing sucks, whatever it is, like if you're like, oh, my leaders aren't stepping up, you can reject that. I'm like, nope, my leaders are stepping up. I am very inspirational. You reject it and you go accomplish something, because the opposite of frustration is accomplishment. So like for other people, or like when it's other people, you can't control that. You literally can't. You can only control you. However, you can go back to here. What are you thinking? What's your perception of it? Where is your awareness at? That is all going to affect your ability to achieve your goal, to have those results. So the cool thing that I also liked about this is because the common bowel duct is the issue with this. It's what's blocking up. That is a part of your digestive system. It's part of you. It's actually a part of your liver. Yeah. So with that, you want to make sure that it is working, or else you're going to stuff up your bowel movements. And then you're going to feel constipated and not good. And then you're going to create more frustration. And that's not good. So I have both, because you can put this one on the label. It says to put it in the diffuser or on topically. How you use an essential oil topically is you literally take a drop. Now, lemon is very photosensitive. So I'm not going to go outside and hang out all day outside, because I could create sunspots, especially with my light colored skin. But even any skin could create sunspots. So more light colors, skin is going to be more affected by that. But you just don't put it on the bottom of your feet and you're fine. You can still get the benefits of lemon, or you can put lemon vitality in your water. Now, these are the same quality essential oil in the bottle. Remember, Young Living is very high in quality with their seed to seal commitment of promise, making sure that there are never any toxins on the soil, on the plants, nothing, because that's going to go into our essential oils, and we don't want that. So it's all toxic free, pesticide free, right? We pay attention to the seed, we cultivate it because we own over 14 farms. There's so many good things. Okay, so you can use an affirmation with your lemon. I move beyond my limitations. I move beyond my limitations. I am is also a really good affirmation, so you can create your own. Follow your intuition, right? Again, lemon, super easy to add to your water. Just one drop in your water throughout the day. This is going to be amazing. It's also in a few of our different premium, but it's in the premium starter bundle. Okay. And it's in a few others, but that is an amazing way to get started. And I'll go over that more later. But we want to unleash that paradigm. So a little bit more about unleashing the paradigm is making sure that we have courage. And that's going to happen with valor. I know if you're in mindset for creatives and you kind of been, valor is a huge essential oil. I never run out of valor. I encourage you to do the same. Add it to your subscription. Okay. That way you have a bottle or two in advance. Young Living has done great measures to make sure that we have a great stock of things. However, we work with nature, and a lot of the time, or we rely on rain and water systems and things like that. So some of these things are wildcrafted. We have to be really careful. And so again, add it to your subscription. You're gonna thank me if you're like, oh my God, I don't have this. and it's out. And you're like, oh wait, yeah, I do, because I kept it on my subscription. Valor, great for balancing. I use this at least once a day in the Great Day Protocol. Happy to answer any of those questions after, or message me for anyone on YouTube. Just kind of put it on your wrist, hold your wrist together. And this is going to help with balance and courage. You can also say an affirmation of, I am balanced. I am full of courage, right? I am happy. I am healthy, right? You could just kind of do some I am statements. I am is such an important thing, especially anything you put after it. Because you're also going to have to create a new self-image. Remember when I showed you this image? And, oh, well, should be, yes. So the self-image is your conscious, is also where the paradigm is. It's your emotional state. And in that state, you can only accept, which is kind of cool, because you can literally reject and reoriginate. Like if someone says, you're not smart enough, reject that. And I am smart enough, and really feel it and emotionalize with that. Obviously, again, probably walk away, spend less time with those people, or completely eliminate your time with those people or person, whoever, right? Yeah, seriously. Okay, so we really want to understand and make sure that we are emotionalizing with the right things every single day. And that's the important. When you're saying like your self-image or writing it, you want to be in a state of gratitude, because that is going to have a really high frequency, right? Love, gratitude, love yourself. Okay, love yourself enough to be able to walk away from people who don't believe in you, even if you have to be alone for a little bit. Yeah, it's going to really help you, especially with the lives that you can change and empower. That's what I think about every time I share these products, is how many lives am I empowering today? Having this video recorded, right? Like I said, I'm probably not going to record any of the other Mindset for Creatives. Come join us. All that info should be below, or you can message me. And it's just so cool when you think about all the lives, right? And you just send love to the people who are rude. You do. You forgive. I mean, you know that they aren't your people probably. So, okay. Tracking. If you're all like, girl, I don't know what my paradigm is. Like, okay, I get that it's a multitude of habits, but how do I know what those habits are? Like, what should I do? Track your day. With that, you're probably going to need some essential oils to help you focus. 2 oils that are going to help you with focus and brain, which I probably need to use, are frankincense. Frankincense is a really good spiritual oil, and also is great for creativity in general. But it has a great, it has sesquiterpenes in it. So any of my science people, sesquiterpenes. And that is going to help you with your brain activity, as well as cedarwood. But frankincense is also in the premium starter bundle, as well as peppermint. You can also add cedarwood to that as well, because it's definitely worth it if you're like, oh, I really need some brain support and some focus. Because when you're tracking things, you want, well, one, you're still going to need that valor, because it's a new thing you're doing, right? You want to have that courage, and you want to really look at yourself without judgment, because it just is. A lot of these paradigms are group habits. Some of these habits are from your parents, but also your parents. Everything is just learned, right? From the seeing, the tell, the being told, the hearing, your environment. Again, that's why some people you just don't want in your environment anymore. So we just really want to make sure that we are tracking those habits, and the frankincense and the peppermint are going to help you with that focus, with that brain activity, as well as peppermint is also good physically for occasional headache and or an occasional stomach ache. Also, though, peppermint can help you. It can help you with unblocking and making sure that you do have that worthiness, right? Kind of is, oh my God, it's like refreshing, because peppermint, when you drink peppermint, is refreshing. We do have a peppermint vitality. I will also tell you that peppermint vitality has 1 drop equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. Because remember, essential oils are concentrations of the plant. So it's like refreshing your mind. Think of that. That's a great way to think about peppermint, right? Those are going to help you track. So really, you have 3 things you're going to need to do. 1, track your paradigm, track how you spend your time, track at least for the first 2 hours of your day, if not longer. You can even set timers, right? Use your phone as a device. 2, create a new self-image. State that in the morning and the afternoon in the mirror. 3, reject any thought and reoriginate. You can use that with your gratitude statements or your affirmations, right? Anything I am. Now, peace and calming, because when you have these paradigms and you are changing, you need to have a sense of urgency. Now, a sense of urgency, as I understand it and think about it from Bob Proctor and Melissa Popping and I think a few other people, is a calm, confident manner. Also, before, and kind of as I thought about some things and just studying my own things, anytime, because I used to run around like crazy and rush everywhere, what I experienced, and I'm sure all of you have experienced, dropping things, spilling things on your clothes, and then you got to go rechange. It's creating more time waste, right? You're thinking, oh, I'm going to rush around and get everything done because I only have so much time. But then you're wasting it because you're not in a calm, confident manner. So that's that sense of urgency. And peace and calming is one of these great essential oils. I have a roller on it, which actually the roller also comes with a premium starter bundle. So you can just literally roll it on. Smell the bottle, roll it on the back of your neck, roll it on your neck. Actually, I did roll it on my neck, but I'm not going to be outside that long. It does have orange and tangerine in it. So you might want to, if you're for any hair down people, you know, or roll it on your tummy. The tummy is a great spot because that's where our umbilical cord is, right? Originally. So we have a lot of nerve endings there. And the nervous system is part of our emotional. It sends information all the time. So you can put peace and calming on your belly or on your wrist, right? Because you mean it's not like you're like, whew. Your wrists are always usually down for the most part when you're driving and everything. Very rarely are you like, all right. Imagine we all walk around like that. Okay, so gentle baby. Gentle baby is another one. It's another idea of this calming effect, right? I'm bringing this up. This is not one in the premium starter kit, but I am bringing this up in the aspect of this really helped me the other day, and it was kind of like a month or 2 ago, and I was just frustrated or annoyed, and I really couldn't pinpoint it on anything specific. Now I was trying to blame the other person but I knew that wasn't it, because who controls us? We do. Now we can allow the outside world to affect us, but that is a choice. I know that because I study every day. Also, I'll have to tell you guys the books I study. Gentle baby. So I applied this, a sense of calm, and even motivation came over me. So you can add this as well if you're like, oh. And there's some other essential oils that can really help with like rejecting and reoriginating, like envision, believe, hope, transformation. And I'll go through those blends, because they are blends, and some individual oils throughout the year as we move forward. Another one is orange essential oil, which the alarm point is your heartstrings. Remember with lemon, I said the alarm point was your common bile duct. A lot of essential oils, there are certain, well, actually, take that back a step. Emotions are connected to our physical organs. Essential oils can help us flip from a negative or a fear-based emotion onto a positive faith-based emotion. And that's where creativity flows, right? Understanding, knowing creativity flows on the side of faith. When you're on the side of fear, You're going to get more of the same, more frustration, more confusion, more anger, more sadness, right? You have to be able to flip it. And it's literally like you like your hand, right? Or the opposite of a stick, right? There's two ends of the stick. Opposite of a coin, just flipping a coin. It seriously is that simple, but it's just training. And literally is just training. Okay, so orange is if you feel ridicule, which as artists, right, we do sometimes because we get criticism. But the cool thing is, not everyone, like, you just have to get to this point of, and maybe you're already there and you're like, Gina, I already know this, but of like rejecting a thought that no longer serves you, right? Rejecting, and that's just someone's opinion, or maybe it is a group, but that's not your group. What, you know? So the opposite of ridicule is applaud. Envision yourself getting applaud, being on stage, doing a presentation, feeling how amazing it feels to be like, oh yeah, yes, I have helped these people. Yes, I did inspire, right? And you can use I am honorable. So you can, I am honorable, right? You can diffuse it. It's really cool how essential oils help uplift a room and an atmosphere, because everything is energy. That's why sometimes when you walk into a room, like, oh, this is are not my people. These are not my people. And then other times, like, I have found my group. These are my people, right? It's not the room that changed. It's the people. It's the energy. Sometimes you can also feel it in a room, like, ooh, or a street, like, ooh, I do not want to go down that street. So lavender. Lavender is also like, if you feel criticized, again, this can happen as artists, this can happen as business owners. We feel criticized, right? The opposite of criticism is opposite of criticism is unconditional love and acceptance, or acceptance. If you're feeling criticized, unconditional love and acceptance. And your affirmation is I receive. Because think about it, you have to receive that unconditional love and acceptance. Yes, it can be from others, but it's also from yourself, right? You have to really love yourself. There is a saying to loving yourself so that other people truly love you. When you respect yourself so much, it's so much easier to let things just roll off. And that's where I hope to get all of you, is to really just let those roll off. I know we're getting close to time. Almost done, y'all. So yeah, so that's also with lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Those are really good for sinus support. All of those come in the premium starter bundle. Okay, it's $165. It's over $150 savings. So can you guys see the benefit of using essential oils to really help your emotions every single day, right? Yeah. Can you see the importance of using and adding this to your morning routine or throughout the day with your diffuser, right? Can you see how joining my team is really going to help you understand more about essential oils? Because I break it down and I just make it so simple and it's so easy. You just take a drop, right? And then voila, you apply it, or you put it in your diffuser. Oh, no, there's a drop in there. No, there's not. I thought there was. Lavender, I have another one. Where are you, lavender? Okay, Luscious Lemon, another blend, which you can ask me about. I know this one. Take a drop. There we go. So I'll have to grab my other lavender and just inhale. So there are a few great ways. I just briefly mentioned the premium starter kit, right? But really, you could just, the good way is like, hey, this luscious lemon sounds great, or hey, this orange sounds amazing. I just want that. That's a good way. You will pay 24% more. It's up to you. That's your choice. The better way is to order that premium starter bundle, or 100 PV, which you can get with the oils. If you want to pick and choose your oils, go for it. Like I said, that starter bundle is $150 savings. Now, the best way is to jump on a subscription, and that way you can change your oils and your products every single month. You're going to earn points to get free products when you spend 50 PV or more. We have supplements, personal care products, and makeup. I'm going to go over more of that this Thursday on Zoom. And next, I just go over things because, right, y'all agreed that I educate. You can backtrack my other YouTubes. We can have a conversation, and I can really just set you up on this beautiful wellness journey. It's up to you. So again, you can grab any item at retail. That's a good way. Better way, jump on, grab that premium starter kit or 100 PV worth of items, and you'll save that 24% savings. Best way is to have a subscription. Now it can be every month, and it can be other options. I prefer every month. That's the way you're going to get those loyalty points as well as, like I said, we have personal care products. So my shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, mouthwash, I've upgraded all of that. I use the Thieves household cleaner. I take Ning Charette every day. So it benefits me. It's like clipping coupons without having to do it. All right. I think you guys get it. If you don't, I'm happy. I'm going to unmute this for those and stop the recording for those live. And then, of course, for those on YouTube, message me. Bye-bye.